You ever hear those epic guitar solos where the guitarist plays two notes at once? Are you intrigued by these double stops but you don't quite know how to find them or how to use them? Well, after teaching hundreds of lessons, I can confidently tell you that what we're going to go over in this video will give you a great idea of how you can find and use these double stops in your own playing. So stick around and we'll lock them in. So first of all, what is a double stop? Well, a double stop is simply stacking two notes on the guitar. So say I play those two notes. I'm just on the 5th fret of the D and the G string. That's a double stop. And go up to the 7th fret. That's also a double stop. Anywhere where you're just stacking two notes like that, usually, I think it's only a double stop if it's the two strings next to each other. Otherwise, you're just like playing a harmony, right? So double stop is two strings next to each other, stacking the notes. So now that we know what it is, how can we actually find them and how can we use them? Well, a great way to find them is using your scale. So even just the pentatonic scale. Say we got A minor pentatonic here. You can just stack the notes in the pentatonic scale. So what I'm doing there is I'm literally taking, we got the first little position of the pentatonic scale, just playing those two strings together, and then next two strings, playing those two strings together. Next two strings, playing those together. Next two strings, playing those together. Next two strings, playing those together. I think you're starting to get the idea here. But even furthermore than just using scales is additionally using chords. So say we're on A minor. You can kind of focus on those A minor chords, and not just the A minor down here, but the A minors all around. Like if I wanted to go up, this is A minor up here too on the 10th fret of the D string. Going up from the D, it's 10, 9, 10, 8. So you can just take notes from your scales, notes from your chords, and stack them. But how do we actually use them functionally in our playing? Well, just like I was doing just now. What the hell? But how do we actually use them functionally in our playing? Well, just like I was doing, I almost think about it just like regular soloing. Like, take your licks, and then see what notes stack on top of those. Or even. And you can try different combos, like right there. I'm kind of swapping between using just this 8th fret on the B string and going up to this 10th fret. And I think also a little dead note action, just resting your hands on the strings and making dead notes, adds a lot to these double stops because it's no longer just like. It adds a little texture, a little rhythm to it. By the way, if you want to be around other guitar players that are putting the work into hitting their goals, join my free community link down below where I only accept guitar players that are putting the time into their practice, and I give personalized advice to you for free. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in there. Now, how can we use our double stops more creatively, right? We went over kind of just playing them and using them in your regular playing and soloing. I just want to extend on that. It's a pretty short lesson. We got the time. And tell you how you can use them more creatively so you're not stuck only playing, pentatonic double stops for the rest of your life. Something I like to do a lot is slide around with them. So if you extend your scale down, like if we're in A minor here, we have the C major box right below it. So you can grab notes from there. And not just grabbing notes from further around the fretboard and moving around, but also little vibrato on the double stops. You can fully bend a double stop or mix it with some single notes, right? I would actually say they bring a lot more life into a solo when they're not. Oof. Excuse me. I would actually say they bring a lot more life into a solo when they're not exclusively being used the whole time. So, like, if you have a solo and you start out just kind of grooving on it, and then you start to bring the double stops in after you hit a low single note action, it's going to sound a lot bigger because it has the single notes in context. So that's a little example of kind of intermittently using your single notes and your double stops, because after watching this video, I don't want you to only play double stops for the rest of your life, right? I want you to experiment with implementing them into your playing. And if you have any questions on that, comment down below. And if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button. And there's also a video right here if you want to see how I might be able to help you much more directly with your guitar playing. I'll see you tomorrow.